Hey guys, so you're about to be sick of me because all week I think I'm just going to share stuff about holidays since, it's timely because we're in that season and today is what the world calls Christmas. But so I thought I would actually come out and share this in probably another video, but actually all week I think I'm going to share videos about the holiday season and just stuff around that. But for this particular, this is going to be quick, but for this video, I wanted to talk about options for observance and also just share some scriptures on traditions. I thought this would be helpful just to, more than share like a long presentation, just to do something super quick that talks about what are some, what are the options that we have for observance and just kind of talk through that. Okay. So the first option that I put was on days like this. So these are like your holidays. So this is like not even just Christmas, it's Christmas today, but this could be New Year's, this could be Halloween, this could be Thanksgiving, all of these worldly holidays. So, what are some options if we, just are considering God or considering life? So, the first option is to do nothing, right? Do nothing. I actually think that this is one of the best options because, it's just a productive way to celebrate and not be involved. So I put come out and be ye separate. This is probably the best option. Don't celebrate anything, right? So and I think this is good because you're coming out, right? The Bible tells us to come out from amongst them, come out, be ye separate, right? We are to separate ourselves from the ways of this world, separate ourselves from the ways of the Gentiles, separate ourselves from the idols of the land. So doing nothing on this day, and when I say doing nothing, I mean you don't observe it at all. You don't do anything. That's actually probably one of the best things to do. If you are new to hearing about not celebrating holidays or you're just not sure, I think, if you're not ready to celebrate something that's in the Bible, I think the next best option is to come out and do nothing. Just don't do anything on this day, but don't participate at all in like the worldly festivities. So then the next option is, obviously I still wanted to include it, and that is Christmas. That's today. That's Christmas. But listen, we just got to keep it real, right? We got to keep it real. So if you're celebrating Christmas, just know first of all, if you're celebrating Christmas and you are considering the Lord, just know, just reread Jeremiah 10, 1 through 4. We want to be girded. I love you guys. We don't want to make excuses. Jeremiah 10 does refer to an ancestor of the Christmas tree. So just know that that's kind of what's happening today. Technically, you're celebrating the winter solstice. Technically, you're celebrating the remnant or the roots of, well, Saturnalia is the root. So you're celebrating kind of like a something that was born of Saturnalia, Tammuz, and, these are these pagan gods. You're celebrating something that started with, in the past, they participated in drinking parties, prostitutes. This is real talk. Prostitutes, drinking parties, orgies, sex. It's not holy, guys. It's not holy. And they profaned it by calling it the Lord's Day. So it's the 25th day, but it's really a day of idolatry. It's a day of revelry. That's the origins of it. And what we celebrate today, effectively what they did was they got rid of somewhat the parties, the drinking, and, to be honest, the sex, and they kept the tree and the gift giving, and they wrapped it up, talked about Jesus, and that's how we got Christmas. So I'm just saying that's, it's still an option, but I just wanted to share the background of that particular option, this option isn't highlighted because I don't think anybody should do this, but it's there nonetheless. Okay, then the next thing is Hanukkah. So I'm actually going to do some videos about this, but Hanukkah, just so we know, it celebrates the rededication of the temple. It's the festival of lights. Calling this out, the name Hanukkah is not actually mentioned in the Bible. It's not mentioned, but I listed this because if you're not familiar with, like, quote unquote, I guess, the Feast of Dedications, then Hanukkah is like a step towards in the right direction. At least you're coming out of pagan Christmas, right? So there is Hanukkah. And I'm going to make videos about this. But anyways, there's Hanukkah. Then the next is Feast of Dedication. And so I highlighted Feast of Dedication do nothing, and Hanukkah, because those are obviously some great options. Feast of Dedication is celebrates the if you're not familiar, it celebrates the rededication of the temple. This is something that is actually mentioned in the Bible. So it's actually mentioned in the Bible. The others, including Hanukkah, they're not. But Feast of Dedication is actually what's in the Bible. It's what Jesus celebrated, or Yahusha celebrated. It celebrates the cleansing of the temple. It celebrates the Israelites' victory against the Greeks. And it's commemorated, over the 25th day. So this is actually in the Bible. This is actually a biblical holy, or it's a feast day, a biblical feast day. So this is something that you could look into commemorating. Again, if you're someone that, kind of cares about what the Lord cares about and cares about what's actually in the Bible. So Christmas is in the Bible, but it tells you not to celebrate it. Hanukkah, the name Hanukkah is not in the Bible, but what it represents is in the Bible. So, that's an option. But Feast of Dedication is actually in the Bible. It's in Maccabees, and it's in John. It's what Jesus celebrated. So that's that. I just thought I would give you some options for observance. But most people, to be completely honest, I think most people should just do nothing. If you're confused, you should just do nothing. But you should come out and be separate and not participate in these pagan holidays. So just food for thought. So now I wanted to just quickly share some scriptures. And it's just a friendly reminder that on this day, we shouldn't put traditions over the heart of the Lord, right? The Lord tells us to have no other gods before him. And so, we want to know, what does God actually say about traditions? Like, because a lot of the things that we're doing is traditions. So, but what does the Bible actually say about the traditions of men? So Matthew 15:3. Now this, I'll call it out. I'm gonna be honest. You want to read this whole thing in context. It actually talks about I think it's like giving gifts to parents, but you want to read this whole thing in context. But still, I think it applies. So Matthew 15:3. And he answered and said to them, "Why do you also transgress the commandment of God because of your traditions?" So I wanted to include this because on the day like today, that's actually what we're doing. The commandment is have no other gods before God, but we're celebrating Saturnalia, Tammuz, these Roman gods, these Greek gods. So, but we're not supposed to use traditions to have gods over the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. So that's just friendly reminder. Next is Colossians 2:8. Beware lest anyone cheat you through philosophy and empty deceit, according to the tradition of men, according to the basic principles of the world, and not according to Christ. So this warns us, don't be deceived. Don't let anyone cheat you through empty philosophies according to the traditions of men. And these traditions that are not according to Christ. Don't let anyone cheat you through these vain philosophies. And to me, these holidays are just that, right? They're empty deceits. They're traditions of men. They're principles according to the world, but they're not principles according to Christ. So don't let anyone cheat you through that. And next and lastly is Mark 7:13, making the word of God, or Yah, of no effect through your traditions, which you have handed down, and many such things you do. I have to check that. But anyways, the point is, this is exactly what we do during the holiday season, right? We make the word of God of no effect. That's what we're doing. We're making the word of God of no effect. He says, have no other gods before him. He says, worship him in spirit and truth. Jesus, his birthday is not Christmas. Jesus celebrated the Feast of Dedication, but we're making the word of God through our traditions of celebrating these other pagan deities. We're making the word of God of no effect through our traditions like Christmas, traditions even like New Year's, traditions like all these holidays, if you study the background. So I just thought I would include this, because again, I share this because I wasn't always aware. People may not even be aware that there are scriptures that talk about the traditions of men and how we shouldn't really follow that if we're going to follow the word of the Lord. So this is quick. Like I said, all week, I think I'm going to be sharing stuff. I'm going to be sharing other videos on holidays and feast of dedications and things of that nature. So yeah, like I said, I hope y'all don't get sick of me, But I'm going to keep sharing. But anyways, that's it. This is quick. I hope you guys are having a great day, and I will see you on the next one. Bye.